Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left.
And here we go. Parker with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Bishop's shot is off.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Jackson kicks to Jackson. Over Anthony. Rebound by Parker.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also.
Just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Johnson against Jackson. Gets it off. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
When you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times.
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Wow. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Jackson shoots the 3. Good for another bucket that were close to happening, but may have fallen apart.
Have earned their way here, and they are anxious to get underway and start to show the coaches and the fans exactly what they can expect. I love the attitude and commitment.
Here's Pope. And the officials call goaltending otherwise. Jackson surveying the D. And there's a whistle. Now here's Jackson. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start, giving up.
Lets it go from deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You don't want to let him.
Here's the break. Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
And it's incredible how taking good risk on defense often leads to good looks at the other end.
That is quick defense.
Here's Jackson, and there's a 3-second violation. Ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open. And they should, because it's when...
Oh, wow!
Did he just do that?
With authority!
Wow!
Of the award ceremony, Jordan Walsh. Xavier Tillman. Namias Cade. Sam Hauser. Jason Tatum. Cade Jackson. Get on your feet for the NBA champion, Boston Celtics. Make some noise for the NBA champion, Boston Celtics.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Jackson. And it's Towns in at the center. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot, manning the middle. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture. Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early. Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
White, good.
I like that from White, attacking the heart of that defense.
That's tipped. Jackson kicks to Hart. To the paint. Unloads from 13. Almost, but it rolls out. Brown against Bridges. It's Brown with the drive.
Yeah, charging inside with force. Love seeing Brown go up strong on the drive.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. And here's Jackson after Mikal Bridges hitting the three. Pass to Hart. Down low. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Jackson has the open look, and the Knicks hit again from deep. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Hart. Kicks it to Jackson. Here's Towns. Basket good.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. They'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a sportsman.
Since checked in for Towns.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Checking out some numbers for Tatum. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, 27 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
Now, here's Hart. The dish to Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Tatum with it. Hart covering. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Here's Jackson, and the shot goes in. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
That's good from Jackson. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Here's Hauser. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
So when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Achua with it, Tatum on him, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
It's good. He's got 12.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Chalk up 2 there.
Getting off the floor with ease. Tatum can beat good defense with his athleticism.
Now Bridges. Lets the three fly. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Celtics lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Boston with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to White from past the arc. Rebounded by Jackson.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Hart. An easy 2 points on the layup. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and can start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The three from Tatum. Goes back up, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got his first points of the night.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got the game tied up here for New York.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Here's Brown. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
New York calls timeout. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. And taking a look here at some numbers for White. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 15 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 5. Towns wide open. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, You could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Pass to Brown. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Jackson. And the three ball is good. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Brunson outside.
2 minutes.
Bridges outside. Shoots over Brown. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
A capable shooter from all 3 levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
Hard against Tatum. Fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
So they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. And Towns gets it to go.
Hey, nice response from Towns, dropping a 3 of his own.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Now, here's Hart. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Brown. Tatum looking around. And the pass to Brown. Dishes it to Tatum. Fires the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Lots of development work has gone into Brown's three-pointer.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 8 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
White. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist.
From Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got 3 assists tonight. Brunson outside. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. Taking a look at the Celtics, and Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline at the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shots, it's about getting the good shot. And if you want to know how that approach is working, you can check out their field goal percentage.
And Kenny, your take on New York?
Well, it's never fun. When you're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Celtics leading by 7 on the court for the Knicks. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart.